I'd like to talk about a fundamental principle that we use here at PerformanceRx, which is the hip hinge. Now, the importance of the hip hinge is to dissociate the lower spine from the hips. So one of the easiest ways to work on the movement pattern is to utilize a dowel stick, where the dowel stick touches 3 points on your back, which would be the back of my head, the middle of my shoulders, and the top of my buttocks. Now, what I'd like you to do from there is establish a nice comfortable stance, whether that be toes pointing forward or toes pointing slightly out. That's entirely up to you. Now, the key is to drive the movement from the hips. As you can see, I'll be shifting backwards. And another key important point here is to make sure that the stick doesn't leave any of those 3 points. That allows me to automatically motion from my hips and not from my lower spine. As you can see, if I flex through the lower spine, I'm going to have the bottom point of the stick coming off the buttocks. Now, when that happens, you'll be stressing and rather deloading the hips and stressing the spine, which is not something that we want to do. One of the regressions is to pop onto your knees, this position here, maintain the same straight spinal position, drive back at the hips, drive forward at the hips, allowing a neutral lumbar spine and a flexion and extension at the hip.